Forged and Risen. Gold, episode 15. You're losing because you're comfortable. Good morning or good evening, depending on when you're hearing this. Welcome back to Forged and Risen Gold. If you haven't already, make sure you check out the books, full podcast episodes, and everything we're building over at forgedandrisen.com. Let me ask you something. When's the last time you were truly uncomfortable, not just slightly annoyed, not just a little inconvenienced? I'm talking about the kind of uncomfortable where you feel resistance in your body, where your mind immediately starts negotiating, where that voice shows up and says, let's just not do this today. That moment right there, that's the moment that separates people, because most people, they back off, they hesitate, they justify, they delay, they tell themselves, I'll do it tomorrow. And tomorrow turns into next week turns into next month, and before they know it, they're living the exact same life they were trying to change. Here's the truth most people avoid. You're not losing because you lack ability. You're not losing because of your situation. You're losing because you're comfortable. Comfort is dangerous because it doesn't feel like a problem. It feels normal. It feels earned. It feels like you're doing just enough to be okay. But okay is where dreams go to die. Comfort doesn't ruin your life overnight. It slowly pulls you off track. Little decisions, little compromises, little excuses. Day by day, it builds a version of your life that looks fine on the surface. But underneath, you know you're capable of more. Comfort says, stay in bed, you need the rest. Skip the workout, you'll get back on track tomorrow. Don't take that risk, it might not work. Don't push too hard, you've already done enough. And every time you listen, you reinforce the same identity, the same habits, the same patterns, the same results. Let's be honest, your life right now is a reflection of what you've been willing to accept. And if you've been accepting comfort, then comfort is exactly what your life will keep producing. Because everything you actually want, a stronger body, more discipline, more income, more control, a higher standard for your life, it all requires discomfort. It requires early mornings when you don't feel ready. It requires pushing when your body says stop. It requires taking action when you don't feel confident. It requires showing up, even when nobody's watching. That's the difference. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your systems. And if your system is built around what feels easy, then your results will always stay limited. Comfort is why people stay stuck for years. Same routine, same income, same mindset. Talking about change, but never stepping into it, because stepping into change means pressure, it means uncertainty, it means risk. It means doing things you're not yet good at. And most people would rather stay comfortable than feel that. But here's the shift you need to make. Discomfort isn't something to avoid. Discomfort is the way forward. That resistance you feel, that hesitation, that moment where everything in you wants to pull back, that's not a stop sign. That's a signal. Because on the other side of that resistance is growth, is confidence, is momentum, is a completely different version of you. There's a version of you right now, more disciplined, more focused, more confident, more in control of your life, but that version of you doesn't exist in comfort. That version is built through pressure, through repetition, through doing the hard things again and again. So here's your challenge today. And don't overcomplicate this. Do one thing that makes you uncomfortable. Wake up earlier than you want to. Push harder than you plan to. Make the call you've been avoiding. Start the thing you've been putting off. And when your mind starts negotiating, don't listen. Because that voice isn't protecting you, it's keeping you stuck. Every time you choose discomfort, you're building discipline. You're strengthening your identity. You're proving to yourself what you're capable of. And every time you choose comfort, you're reinforcing the same life you say you want to change. So ask yourself, how much is comfort costing you? Your goals, your growth, your future. Because the truth is simple, comfort is costing you everything. And until you're willing to let it go, nothing changes. For more books, full episodes, and everything Forged and Risen, head over to forgedandrisen.com. And if this message hits you today, make sure you like and subscribe on whatever platform you're listening on so you don't miss what's coming next. This is Forged and Risen, and I'll see you in the next one.